Hello. Hi, everybody. This is Linda again from ITTT. If anybody's here, please leave a comment so that I can see that somebody's watching. That would be really, really great. And just checking if everything is working properly. Let me see. There we go. Awesome. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just going to wait a little bit for more people to join. But if you're already here, thanks so much. And please let me know where you're tuning in from. That's always interesting to know. Where in the world are you right now? I'm in South Korea. I've been in South Korea for 5.5 years already. And I'm a TEFL and TESOL professional for ITTT. And I also teach English in South Korea to children, adults, and all kinds of different classes. Yeah, if anybody's here, please let me know. Please leave a comment. That would be really, really great so that I know that everything is working properly. That'd be awesome. Ooh, someone's from Iowa. Hi. Hi, Mandie. Awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, we have somebody in Jamaica. That's awesome. Hey there. Hi. Perfect. Perfect. What about other people? Where are you guys at? Massachusetts. Awesome. Okay. US audience. That's great. Hi. Also, please let me know where in your TEFL journey you are at right now. Are you currently taking a course? Are you thinking of taking a course? Are you already teaching English as a foreign language? That'd be also really cool to know. Somebody from Brazil, UK. 2 people from Brazil. Awesome. Okay. With Bolivia. Amazing. UK. Philippines. Ooh, somebody also from South Korea. Hi. Awesome. Okay, a lot of people are thinking of enrolling. Great, then this live will be perfect for you. Awesome, we have somebody from Canada, Mexico, Mongolia. Awesome, thanks so much for tuning in. This is great. Actually, this is our second live Q&A sort of video that we've been doing. We started last week, and last week we sort of did a general kind of Q&A section. If any of you were watching last week, please also let me know in the comments. Hi again. And yeah, we got some really cool questions last week. It was really interesting, and one of the viewers actually commented and was like, could we get an inside look into the course platform? And I thought this is such a great idea. We should make a whole separate live event just about an inside look into our course. And so that's what we're doing today. So today's topic is a look into ITTT's TEFL and TESOL course platform. So what does it look like if you enroll into an online course? And how do you actually study the course and all things like that. All right, also somebody's interested in taking the course and no clue how to start. Well, this live is perfect for you. So yeah, keep watching. So we're already a big group of people now. So why don't we start looking into the course? So let me add this here. So this is what our 120-hour course platform looks like when you first log in as a student. The 120-hour course is the most popular course that we offer. A lot of people take this course. It's internationally accredited. A lot of employers, they recognize the brand ITTT and always are, hiring people with this certification for sure. So the first thing we can see here in this upper corner here if you can see that. Now it says you have 0 days left because we are working with a trial version here, a test version. But normally when you first log in, you would see 180 days or 182 days. So that's 6 months. You have 6 months to work through this course. And as you work through, you know, every day, obviously the number will go down. So you can keep track of how much time you have left to take your course. So that's the first thing you should sort of watch out for. Yeah, and then looking through here, this is sort of the home page of the course platform. And it kind of explains also a little bit how to work through the platform, how to use the platform, and the different sections. So we're going to go through all of this right here. And if there's any questions along the way about it, I'm going to keep an eye on the comment section and then also answer the questions. And then I'm also going to take some time at the end after we go through the course platform, and then you can ask more questions then, and I'll answer all of them because it's just me working this. So I need my eyes on everything, and it's going to be a little bit hard, but we're going to make it work. So yeah. Also, I want to mention that this video will be available as a playback after, so you can always rewatch this video on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel, and we'll also share it on our other social media. This video will also be available just as audio only as a podcast on our podcast page, and I'm going to drop a link to that later. So maybe some people want to download it as a podcast and then listen to it later, or any of our previous episodes. So you can always rewatch and re-listen. So anyway, let's take a look here. So the first thing that you might want to do when you start is look at the instructions. And that's basically sort of a FAQ section, how to work through the course. And any questions people might have while working through the course. And this really answers pretty much everything. So this is a good page to start at. Just read everything, you know, read through everything so you know how to work through the course, how to get the most out of it, basically. So there's a lot of information there, as you can see. Yep. So that's the first thing. And then, obviously, we're going to go to units. But let me see there. I think there was a question. Here, let me pull this question up first from Rana. She said, is it full-time study or what? How much time and work does it involve? So this course, you are very flexible with this course. So we have a lot of people who work, for example, full-time and who take this course you know, and study 1 or 2 hours a day, or even some people just study 2 hours, 3 hours a week. So this course is very, very flexible, and you can study at your own pace. So you don't have to be online at certain times. You can download your units, you can work through the units online whenever you want. So how much time does it usually involve, and how does it work? So you have 6 months to complete the course, but most people finish it much, much faster. Also depends on how much time you have, you know, to work through the units. Always depends on you personally and your own study style. So I hope that answers it. Okay. Maybe let me get rid of this banner too so you can see the whole page. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So first thing, here are the units. This is what it looks like. The 120-hour course has 20 units. So if you scroll through here, you can see all of them up until 20, like so. And as you can see, the introductory unit and unit 1 are sort of dark gray. And then everything after that, let me scroll down, is sort of grayed out, like a light gray. So that means you need to first complete the dark gray units to sort of unlock the next ones. So you cannot study unit 2 yet because we haven't completed the introductory unit and unit 1 yet, if that makes sense. So you can't work through the course randomly. You need to really do it unit by unit and follow the order properly. And if you look at the course, the unit topics, you'll see it is, for example, unit 1 is teachers and learners. Then we have parts of speech, theories, methods, and techniques. And then it starts with grammar, so present tenses. Then we have managing classes, past tenses, teaching new language, future tenses. So it's a combination of teaching skills and grammar, because grammar is very, very important. And just because maybe you're fluent in English or you're a native English speaker doesn't necessarily mean that you know all the grammar, right? So we really like to include a lot of lessons and units on grammar because we think it's very, very important to get a good overview of grammar in English so that you can teach your students. Then we have teaching receptive skills, productive skills, pronunciation, phonology, books and lesson materials. So a lot of stuff here that you will work through in this course. And this course is really the perfect basis for anyone starting out in wanting to be a teacher abroad. It will really give you a good overview and the necessary skill set to, jump into the classroom and teach your own lessons abroad. I also took this course 6 years ago, I believe, and I learned a lot from it. And then I moved to China and taught English for a year there. And then I moved on to South Korea and continued teaching there. And this course has really helped me find my own, teaching style and also the confidence to step into a classroom full of students and be able to teach them. So definitely recommended. So now there are 2 ways of working through the course, right? So one, for example, is to read it online. So you can just click on read online, and then this sort of book will open, and you can kind of work through it this way by clicking here and then flipping every page and reading the material. So that's what that looks like. And the introductory unit basically covers, it's an introduction to the course, what the course covers, etc., etc. So like I already mentioned here, there's 20 units to work through. And then at the end, there's also a summative task that you need to do. So that's here. It says a short essay writing task of between 500 and 1,000 words. We provide you with a couple of topics to choose from, what you would like to write about. And then that's the summative task. So yeah, this is the introductory unit. So you can read it online, or another great way to work through the course, and what I personally recommend, is to click here and then download the units onto your computer. So you can either store them on your computer, or you can also print them out, and then you have them actually in front of you on paper, and you can make notes and all this stuff. And a lot of people also really like to print everything out and then keep it in sort of a binder. So you have all the material always available to you forever, and you can always refer back to it. And you have, all the material in one physically in front of you. I think that's always a good idea to have. Online study is great and all, but I'm a person who really likes to kind of study old school as well. So I like to have it in front of me so I can make notes and all this stuff. But it's entirely up to you. We have a lot of people who just, study online without printing it out. That's totally fine as well. So yeah, this is unit 1. Let me show you just real quick as well. Teachers and learners. So that's what that looks like so. And then so you would work through the material. read through it, study it, and there's how many pages? 12, until you are at the end here. And then once you've worked through everything, you can then take a test. Every unit has a test after it that you need to complete, and I'm going to show you right now what it looks like. Okay, I've already done the test, so it's not available, but I will show you anyway, just in a minute. But this is how you can track your results, basically. So this is Unit 1. I've already done the test, and you got 100 points, 100% in this test. And so this would be Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, etc., etc. And then this red bar here is your average. So then everything is counted, and then at the end you'll see your average. And to pass the course, you need an average of 75%. Yeah, 75% to pass the test. And then you would write your summative task. And if that is also satisfactory, then you pass the course and you'll get your certificate. So that's how it works. Pretty straightforward. That's why people love it. Let me also show you. I have to switch real quick. Here. So this is what the test looks like. Just wanted to also show you. So this is the test for Unit 1, Teachers and Learners, and it's multiple choice. So you would just tick your answers. I'm just going to do this randomly, like this, like this. Work through everything until the end. There are 20 multiple choice questions, and then every unit also has a unit reflection where you should write a brief overview of the content and what you've learned from this unit. So you'd write this here, and then you would click on submit, and then you would get your results. And you'll also see, which questions you answered wrong, what's the right answer. You'll see that then. Okay, let me pull the other one up again. Right, so that's the test. Then you can also track all of your results at any time. That's again the graphic with the bars. It's gonna take a moment. Oh yeah, so okay. You can check your results per unit, like so. And then also this video section, I just want to show you real quick. These are part of Unit 10 that you can also watch on different platforms. And you can also download the videos. So that is really, really cool. Or you can watch them online. And we have them in Dropbox, so you can download them. So they are part of the course. And yeah, Unit 10. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and that's why people love it, because it's so easy to work through and do. So let me take a look at some of your questions. Let me see. Okay, here's a good question. Are there virtual sessions in the course, or is it completely independent? So yes, you work through the course independently, but we also have this course as a non-tutored option and a tutored option. So with the tutor, you can ask your tutor questions at any time and get more insight and feedback. And like I also just showed you the 2 videos that you have available to you, and those are videos that, like demonstration classes. So those are really good for basically how to do it and how not to do it. So, but overall the course is done completely independently. Yes. Okay, let me check the next question. From Caitlin, does ITTT offer job placement services? So we offer lifetime job support to all ITTT course graduates. This includes access to our database of unique jobs, teaching jobs all around the world, and unadvertised jobs from our recruitment partners that we work with. We work with a lot of recruitment partners who specifically hire people with an ITTT certificate. And we also provide help with things like writing your teaching resume, and a cover letter, and also prepare you for the interview, like interview questions. And also a lot of schools and employers will ask teachers to sort of prepare and hold little mock lessons. And we also help with that. We can provide you with material. And there's also a lot of material in the course in terms of teaching material that you will have access to and you can always use for your future classes. All right. Is there a time frame for the tests? Is it timing? So no, there's no time frame for the test itself. You can take all your time. However, if so when you go through the multiple choice questions after every unit, and then let's say you're not done, but you refresh your page, that will be lost. So you should work through it in one go. You can't save your results and then finish it later. That's not possible. But there's no timing. You can take all the time you need for the tests. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Are there any other questions about the course? So like I mentioned, you need 75% total average to pass the course. And then write your summative task where you can choose between a multitude of different topics. And you write an essay of between 500 and 1,000 words. And you send that in. That will be checked within 2 working days by our ITTT staff. And if satisfactory, you pass the course. And you get sent your certificate in the mail to anywhere in the world. And you are ready to apply. You will also receive a PDF version, a high quality PDF version of the certificate, while you're waiting for your hard copy one to arrive so that you can start applying for jobs. So that's also really cool. All right, let me get one more question. Are the questions straightforward or analytic? They're pretty straightforward. So the questions are always taken, obviously, from the material from the units. So if you work through the units, you read through the material, you work through that, then you'll be able to answer the questions. So the questions are only about what's in the units, nothing other than that. So don't worry. It's not too hard. You can definitely do it. Our pass rate is very, very high. Only very few people don't pass. So, and even if you don't pass, you can always retake. We have that option too. Then we have a question: in which countries is it required? So, in which countries is a TEFL course, a TEFL certificate required? I assume. In more and more countries, it is required. A big one is China, where it is required. For example, you need to be TEFL certified to teach in China to get a work visa. And that's also the case if you want to work, for example, where I am right now in South Korea for the public schools, in Japan for the public schools, and also even in countries where it's not a requirement, a lot of schools will require it themselves. So they will only hire teachers who are certified for sure. So it's definitely a good thing to have. All right. Let me see. When applying for English teaching jobs, will it look better to have a certificate from ITTT or a certificate from a regular university? So what I can tell you is that people and employers around the world do recognize our logo. We've been, in the teacher training industry for over 2 decades, since 1997, 1998. So we are very, very widely known, well known across the world. We are a very renowned TEFL and TESOL provider. So people would definitely recognize our logo. So it depends, do you want your TEFL certificate from a renowned TEFL provider or from your university? If your university is also, well known, it's your choice for sure. But what I can tell you, that ITTT is definitely recognized and renowned all over the world, and employers do recognize the brand and appreciate and value it. Yeah. Okay, one more. Is it a lifelong certificate? So yes, the certificates do not expire. They never expire. And they also, let me remove this, make it bigger so you can see. So every certificate has a unique number down here where you can actually input the number on our website, and then an employer or you can verify that it is a valid TEFL certificate, because there are some people out there who like to fake TEFL certificates. They just print out fakes or Photoshop it. But this number is unique. Everybody has a unique certificate number. And with this number, employers can verify that it is a legit certificate and they do not expire. Okay. Some good questions. Thanks so much for asking. Oh my God, I can't talk anymore. All right, Rana, another one from Rana. Is it one exam for the course or an exam after each unit? So our courses do not have a huge final exam. Rather, it has assessments after every unit. So there'll be 20 assessments, 20 units, 20 assessments after every unit. And then after everything, a summative task. Like I mentioned, it's an essay between 500 and 1,000 words that you need to write about a related topic. No final exam. Does it work in the Middle East? Thanks so much for asking all these questions, Rana. That's great. So yes, our certificates are recognized all over the world, also in the Middle East. And the Middle East is especially a great area or region to work as a TEFL and TESOL teacher. So we have a lot of people who move on to teach in the Middle East. And we also have a lot of people from the Middle East who take our courses. So definitely recognized in the Middle East as well. Oh, this is a sweet one. Thanks so much. Thanks to you guys, I was able to make my dreams come true. I worked in China for 1 year. Thank you. Well, that's awesome. I were also taught in China for years, so I feel you. China is amazing. It's a great experience, and I'm so glad that you were able to go to China with a TEFL certificate from ITTT. That's awesome. Another one from Taryn. Got my certification back in 2014, and it was great. Job hunting services suck, though. Yeah, what I mentioned earlier about the job placement. So we do not provide 100% job placement because we are not able to, guarantee a job to everybody because we have no control over the job market. So we do provide a lot of job support, like I mentioned. And, it depends on if you are stuck on, teaching in one specific destination, but maybe the job market in that destination isn't great at the moment, then yeah, maybe, you have to be more flexible and teach in a different location. So that can happen for sure. Rana, another one. Okay, what happens if we didn't pass the test from the first time? All right, so the test, you mean one of the units? So the good thing about that, even if you don't get 100% all the time, it's the average that matters. So maybe one unit you'll do great. The next unit you might not do so great. That's okay, because the average of all the 20 assessment counts. And so you'll be fine. You'll be fine. As long as you reach 75%, you'll pass the course. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so the study is basically theoretical, no internship or so. Yeah, so there's no internship linked to this course. It teaches you the basics of teaching English. So the theory of teaching methodologies, classroom management, lesson planning, all those important skills. And throughout the units, there will be exercises that will help you implement the things that you've learned. And also in the assessments that you're able to, do it practically. And also the grammar part. So you'll be able to also teach grammar. So that's the two things about this course. We do have sort of a specialization course that is a 30-hour teaching practice course that you can add on to the course, where you then teach. You can teach, get your teaching hours and teaching practice in with real students. That is also an option. Or if you do want to have more teaching practice, then I would recommend going for our in-class courses. We also offer in-class courses besides our online ones, where you go to a ITTT TEFL center abroad. We have many, many different locations. And you would spend 4 weeks there studying, also the theoretical material, and also teaching students. So that is also an option. Okay, another question here. Do you accept partial payment for the 120-hour course and others? Yes, we do have flexible payment options. And if you email us, our course coordinator will be able to help you with that. But that is definitely an option that we do have, yes. Great, so thanks so much for tuning in. This is so much fun. Let me see, there just came in one more question from Rana. What are the requirements for admission, the tuition fees? Okay, sure. So the requirements are you need to be a fluent English speaker. You don't have to be a native English speaker. Fluent. You need to be fluent and understand, obviously, English. And you need to be at least 18 years old. And that's about it. So you can take the course from anywhere in the world, and with a stable internet connection, obviously. The tuition fees, let me show you on our site. I can drop the link. Hold on. Working with two computers here. I'm going to pull it up for you. Okay. Let me share that with you so we can have a better look. Here. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Right. So if we look here, we have these are our online course options. And this is the 120-hour course. So like I mentioned before, it comes with tutor support or without tutor support. So without tutor support, it starts at $239 US, and with tutor support, $349 US. And let me just pull this up bigger. No. So that's that course right here. Yep. And like I mentioned, we have flexible payment options as well. All right, another question. Do you have TEFL or TESOL centers in the UK, and when will they be running again post-lockdown? We do have centers in the UK. I'm going to just drop you a link so you can check out our UK centers. Let me pull that up for you. I'm going to drop it into the comment box. So here you can filter by locations and see which ones we have. Here we go. All right, should be there now. Let me know if you can't see it, I'll share it again. But yeah, so actually next week we're going to do another live with our center in Ireland, hopefully. And they are running a sort of part-time online offline kind of program right now because of the lockdown, and I think this would be great for you if you're interested. So it is like the in-class course with a teacher trainer, but in an online format. Also, you get to teach and get teaching practice during that program, so I think this would be great for you. You should look out for our next live with that information. That'd be awesome. Okay. This was great. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'm also going to get back to your questions after the live in the comments, so you can keep dropping questions even after this live ends. And thanks so much for everybody who's watching and asking so many great questions. That's always really helpful for us, you know, to understand what questions you guys have. And yeah, it's always fun. Like I said, we just started doing our lives, so this is going to become a weekly thing that we do. And we're also going to have guests on in our future episodes. So for example, like I mentioned, next week we're probably going to have on our Irish TEFL Center, and they're going to give you sort of a virtual tour of their location, which is a beautiful seaside town. I'm super jealous. I really want to go there. So look out for that. We're also going to have guests on, you know, ITTT grads that have moved on to teach English abroad, and they've moved on to these amazing adventures. So we're going to have people like that on. And we're also planning on having TEFL experts on, like recruitment agencies who can tell you, you know, all about the job side of things after you get your certificate, because we work with a lot of recruiters all around the world, and I think that's going to be super interesting to a lot of people. Okay. All right, one more question. How do the students receive the certification? Yeah, so this certification, that's what it looks like. They will receive it in the mail after you complete your course, and we send it out to worldwide, any destination where you are. And while you're waiting for the certificate, we provide you with a PDF, a high-quality PDF version of the certificate, so you can already start applying for jobs. So, and even now during the pandemic, we have worked out special deals with DHL, so that we are able to still, you know, send out and ship out the certificates worldwide. So don't worry about that. You will get your certificate even during these crazy times. All right. Good. Then I'm going to end it here. Thanks so much for watching, and please stay tuned for our next live next week. And keep dropping your questions, even if you watch this in the playback, and I'll get back to you later. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day wherever you are. Thanks. Bye.